What's up, you guys? It's Jonno. Welcome to another episode of Pokemon Legends Arceus. Today we have the joyous chore of sorting all of my shiny Pokemon. It's kind of a fun thing and it's kind of a chore, so we're gonna get through it with a little bit of fun here. First up, I'm gonna show off my unsorted box of shiny Pokemon. These are all of the Pokemon that I picked up along my Let's Play adventures, which was basically my live stream series where I completed the story, got all the way through to Evil Volo, went through the Arceus saga and actually caught Arceus, which was really the whole game and the post game and the post game. So now we find ourselves in the post game just doing some shiny hunting, and I have been doing a shiny hunt for shiny Kleavor in the wild. It's part of my extreme series where I want to catch every Pokemon in the wild instead of just evolving some of them. I think it's fun to actually see them walking around and watch them spawn into the map and sparkle, and it's one of my favorite things in these overworld shiny hunting games, just like Pokemon Let's Go. So it's just something fun that I wanted to do to enjoy the game. So during that process, I've been hunting massive mass outbreaks, looking for wild spawns of Kleavor during Scyther outbreaks. It's been a laborious project. It's actually my first shiny hunt in the entire game, and I picked a hard one. I probably could have picked an easier one, to be honest, but we're gonna get there eventually. And along the way, I have caught a whole bunch of shiny Pokemon in massive mass outbreaks and even just some random wild spawns that happened. So that's all very exciting, and now I need to finally sort these Pokemon. I've been kind of putting it off. I really needed to get the boxes created and I did not have those boxes, so now I have no excuse. I've got all the boxes. I gotta get these things sorted because my unsorted box is actually full and I need to clear up space so I can actually put unsorted Pokemon in the unsorted box. These guys have got to get sorted, so we're gonna get that done now. I will say this does involve a lot of math. It's kind of a frustrating process. That's why I called it a chore earlier. You do have to count by sixes and count by 30s. So 30, 60, 90, 120, that's kind of tough, but once you memorize it, it's not so bad. I've always been able to count by high numbers. It's not that big of a deal for me. Also counting by sixes, so you got to go 6, 12, 18, all that. Now, one thing I want to mention about the Shiny Living Dex series is that in Pokemon Let's Go, I did an extreme Shiny Living Dex series where I caught every single Pokemon in the wild. So that includes Charizard. Rather than catching a Charmander and evolving a Charizard, I actually caught Charizard in the wild. I did the same thing with Dratini, Dragonair, Dragonite. I caught all of them in the wild. Same thing with Pidgey, Pidgeotto, Pidgeot. Some of them were extremely rare, extremely hard to find, like Shiny Poliwrath, and it was really fun to actually see them spawn in the wild and walk around and get to do the catch encounter and risk having them run away from me. So that was really exciting, and it was a really fun series that actually took me 3 years. I got every single shiny Pokemon, including legendaries and fossils, in Pokemon Let's Go. I got the complete Shiny Living Dex. It's kind of my claim to fame, actually. So with that in mind, I wanted to do a Shiny Living Dex series very similar to that on Pokemon Legends Arceus. However, I didn't realize that some Pokemon are super duper rare, like the Pokemon that spawn into distortions. Getting every single shiny evolution is possible, but at the rate at which you get distortions, it would be nearly impossible to get all of them. It could actually take me 3 years to get all of those Pokemon, especially with the 40-minute wait time on a guaranteed space-time distortion. So that can be a little bit frustrating to think that it would actually take me that long to get every single Pokemon, whereas I could just evolve them, which people tell me all the time, why don't you just evolve your shiny Kleavor from one of your many shiny Scythers? It's just a fun thing for me to catch the Pokemon in the wild. I think it's a really fun thing, but getting every single one of those evolutions from distortions, that's not going to be fun unless they do something crazy, like in a new DLC we get more common space distortions. That would actually be amazing. Just like they made mass outbreaks into massive mass outbreaks, I'd love to see a feature like massive space-time distortions where you could do multiple distortions, or you could just get a guaranteed distortion or something like that. Because at this time, you could wait up to 40 minutes for a guaranteed space-time distortion. There's no real fast way to make them appear, so that makes the Pokemon inside of them extremely rare, and there's actually a lot of Pokemon that only appear in space-time distortions, so it could be very difficult to even get the spawns that you want for the shiny hunting. With that in mind, I may not do the full extreme Shiny Living Dex on this game. I'll probably catch every different kind of Pokemon, like I'll catch a shiny evolution just for fun, but I won't care care which one it is. I'll just be lucky whichever one it happens to be, but I might evolve the rest of the evolutions, and maybe if I ever did catch another one, I could replace it with the evolved one, who knows, and give away the one that I evolved and keep the one that I caught in the wild for sentimental value, something like that. But I don't think it's going to be realistic to get every single Pokemon in the wild in this game at this time. Now, I'm really hoping, like I said, for DLC that updates the space-time distortions, makes them more common, or makes them massively outbreak, so there's a whole bunch of them in one place, or something that just makes it to where those spawns would be more common. Or if they even put those kind of spawns into massive mass outbreaks, like if they made all the evolutions spawn after an Eevee massive mass outbreak, that would be really cool too, so you just get a random chance to get any of the evolutions after an Eevee massive mass outbreak. I would love a feature like that. Anything that expands the spawn pool so we can see every Pokemon in the game in the wild. And keep in mind, on that note, before the Daybreak DLC, you couldn't get Shiny Kleavor in the wild. It was impossible to shiny hunt Shiny Kleavor in the wild because it simply didn't spawn anywhere in the game, which was kind of weird, so they put it in the game by putting it in massive mass outbreaks. So I'd like to see more Pokemon added into the spawn pool in that way, so that we could see them in other ways to make them more common for shiny hunting. I think that that's really the way to go, and I think they've set precedent by doing it already, so I'd love to see that in a future update. Another free DLC that we don't have to pay for, that'd be sweet. Anyway, you guys, speaking of free, I do have a bunch of free shiny Pokemon that I need to give away. There are all these duplicates that I've been amassing. It's a bunch of shiny Starlies. There's even an extra shiny Staraptor. There's a whole bunch of really good Pokemon that I definitely need to give away. I've caught them all in the wild, and they're just hanging out, so eventually you can expect some free shiny giveaways on my live streams. I am live nightly, pretty much every night at 7 p.m. Central Time. You guys can tune in. We do shiny hunting every single night, and I'm going to be playing Pokemon Legends Arceus, doing a Shiny Living Dex literally every night, so you guys can stop on by. Sometimes I skip the weekends, but sometimes I do stream on the weekends as well. Alright everybody, that's pretty much it for this video. We did get all of the Pokemon sorted. You can tune into my live streams for those free shiny giveaways. I won't be doing them every night, but I'll be doing them here and there, and especially whenever I get a duplicate shiny Pokemon that I don't need, I'll probably give it away right away, just like I used to do in Pokemon Let's Go. And you can guarantee if I see another shiny Scyther, I'm going to give that thing away right away. I am so sick of seeing shiny Scyther. I'm just waiting on that one shiny Kleavor to spawn for me. But we are pretty much done here. I got all of my Pokemon sorted in Pokedex order in their appropriate pastures. I still need to discard a lot of Pokemon, so I've got all my boxes that are ready to get cleared out. I do want to say thank you to everybody who watched until the end of the video. I really appreciate that. Thanks for hanging out on my channel, and thanks for checking out my Shiny Living Dex progress report. Thanks everybody for watching. Thank you to all of my amazing subscribers, and peace!